Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. By request, today's video is a nighttime clean with me post-dinner explosion and toddler destroying my house. This night I used my Instant Pot for the first time, and while the food turned out great, all of the prep work did destroy my kitchen, only for my toddler to only want to eat mac and cheese. Isn't that how that goes? Besides the kitchen, she also blew up her toy room. She took out everything she owns, in addition to anything that she could get her hands on, and threw it all over the floor. So we're gonna have to put that back together as well. We're also going to go through her toy bin and reassemble all the tiny pieces of the toys that she has disassembled to scatter. The living room, also a mess, thankfully not as bad as the playroom. We've got that tunnel to put away, we've got dishes to put in the sink, dinner to clean up, and just some general tidying to do. So if you are looking for some cleaning motivation to tackle a mess in your house, look no further, I got you. The first place I start when I'm cleaning up a mess like this is usually my kitchen. It tends to hold the majority of the mess, so if I can tackle that first and get it out of the way, the rest of the house seems so much more doable. I start by putting all the leftovers in the fridge, all the ingredients away, and then I put all of the dishes in the sink. Then I put away my stand mixer and kind of corralled everything into its place. Next, I am refilling bottles for the next day. Charlie will still only drink her milk out of a bottle. I have tried sippy cups and she just thinks it is wrong. Totally wrong. So we're just gonna have to deal with that another day. I put away the Instant Pot and then wiped down the counters. I had made meatballs to go with some meal prepping that I was doing, so I had to clean off the oven as well. Before I started the dishes, I went to the living room to grab all of the dinner leftovers, and then I had to refill my soap dispenser because you need soap to clean this big old mess. I love watching YouTube when I am doing chores like this. It makes the time go by so much faster, and a channel that I have been obsessed with, literally obsessed with lately, is Emily D. Baker. She is an ex-DA from LA County, and her channel goes over the legal side of pop culture law issues. The favorite for me, as far as the cases she's covering right now, is the Tati Westbrook versus Without a Crystal Ball defamation lawsuit. And that particular night, a new filing had dropped that was so interesting. So I was enthralled listening to that, and it made washing my dishes feel so much more exciting than it really is. If you are someone who enjoys the YouTube beauty community drama and wants to get a different perspective on it, I think you'll really enjoy her channel. I have been binging it for the last couple of weeks, and I cannot wait for her next live. As you can see, the mac and cheese did not go over well for dinner. It's all she wants to eat, and then she doesn't want it at all. Sounds like a toddler, doesn't it? Once everything was scrubbed down, I rinsed out the sink and then set up the dishwasher to run a little later. Next, we go to the playroom, which is by far the biggest mess that had happened that day. Thankfully, it didn't need any sort of cleaning, but more an extreme tidying. When Danny and Charlie play in here together while I'm cooking dinner, their favorite pastime, and by there I mean Danny's favorite pastime, is to take all the ball pit balls and throw them over that half wall at me while I'm cooking. It's super fun. It's like dodgeball, but with fire. So I think the first order of business here was clearly to get all of the kitchen food back in the kitchen set and all of the ball pit balls put back in the ball pit. I also found that she has been fake cooking and has been putting her crunchies in her pot, so that is why we had to take out the hand vac. Another favorite activity of Charlie's right now is coloring, with a big asterisk on it. It's mostly scribbling, we all know, but she thinks it's the best thing ever. So she has a bunch of crayons and little bits of marker, and then she has a sticker book that she recently figured out how to use, which just means that there's sticker bits all over the rug. So I pulled those up, tidied up all of the stickers and drawing papers, markers and crayons, put them back in their stack so I can get them back on her little bookshelf to inevitably take out and clean back up tomorrow. Next, I went to go and tackle her little toy bin there. I usually do this once a week just because she is a disassembler for sure. She has a bunch of toys that have little bits and pieces that she likes to take out and separate and scatter all over the floor. So every so often I like to go back through and put everything back together. This giraffe is one of her favorite things to take apart. All the little gears come off of it and they never, ever, ever get put back on by Charlie. So I was assembling giraffe together again, putting all of the blocks back in their separate containers, putting all the little Blue's Clues pieces back in the Blue's Clues container, etc., etc. Her Halloween bucket has been repurposed into her assortment of bath toys container. And she also has all of these little wooden blocks that she likes to stack up on the windowsill, in addition to her Peppa figurines that you can see lined up there. And last thing in this room, I like to take my floor vacuum and just clean up all of the crunchy crumbs that are ground into that rug. For being a hard floor vacuum, it does a really good job on thin rugs. Next is to de-crunchy, de-cat hair, de-cat litter, de-random crap on my floor, vacuum my house. I do this twice a day because I cannot stand things getting stuck to my feet and I like to be barefoot in my house. Next on the list is the living room. We've got to put that dang tunnel away. Thankfully it's pretty easy. And generally tidy her little play tent that we got her for Christmas. Putting Danny's gaming chair back at the dining table, Daniel Fortney, put that back please, as well as replacing the blanket that Charlie pulls off the back of the couch 1,000 times a day. Next I am fluffing the pillows and realigning the cushions on the couch because they are not zipped in. That'll be the next thing I do when I buy a new couch, is get one that actually has the cushions attached and not separate, and then start the Roomba. Then I head to our master bedroom to tidy that up. Thankfully that really wasn't that messy, but it did need a little bit of TLC. So I'm putting my heated blanket away because I found that it was great when I fell asleep and then I roasted myself out an hour later. Tidied up the bed, pulled the covers straight, said hi to the cat. And then it was time to take out the garbage, which clearly needed to be done. Garbage and recycling both went out and new fresh bags go into the bins. There's something so satisfying about having an empty garbage to me. And here's the final product. Clearly so much better than when we started. You can actually see the floor. In the kitchen, the counters are clean, the sink is empty, the dishwasher is running, and don't mind the bowls I have to put under it to catch the leaks. The living room is clean, all the chairs are replaced, dinner is put away, and the cat is very pleased with my work. The couch is tidied, the tent is put back in order. Don't mind the tray that I have to put on the rug. It's a long story, I'll get to it another day. And our master bedroom is clean, tidy, and ready for a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends, and I'll see you next time.